Hey guys! Hope y'all are having a great week. Today we're going to talk about what is an influencer, what does that mean, how do you consider yourself one, all the things related to that. If you don't know me, I'm Kate Jones. I am the professional organizer to bloggers and influencers, and I created the Organized Influencer Academy to help bloggers and influencers streamline, organize, and automate everything that they do. And because you have 8 million things on your plate as an influencer entrepreneur, so I want to make that easier for you so you can focus on the things that you love to do, like connecting with your audience, content creation, working on campaigns. That's what I'm here to help you do more of that and streamline all the back end stuff that you do. So we're going to talk about today, what is an influencer? What does that mean? Who considers themselves one? And really, it's kind of simple. In my opinion, everyone is an influencer in whatever way that is. You think about the reason that influencer marketing is a market, because there used to be, it's become a combination of, you used to have your big celebrities that they say something or they use a product, they endorse something, and so that makes you want to go out and buy it. But then you also have this other end of where if your friends and family tell you that they've used something or they've done some kind of service or they have bought some type of product, gone to some cool new restaurant, you're really likely to go there and use that or buy that product. So an influencer is the combination of the two. You have that sort of celebrity factor because you're putting yourself out there as someone who creates content and has some type of niche that you're delivering that content around. It could be home and family, it could be fashion, it could be professional organization, if you're doing people's pantries, but you're that mix between the celebrity and the friend because you're approachable, you're a real person, you provide information that's valuable. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean you have to have a certain number of followers. It doesn't mean you have to have 100K followers to consider yourself an influencer. In fact, it actually doesn't really matter how many followers you have. I don't think that a lot of people realize this, but your follower number doesn't matter, because you can have people who have 2,000 followers and are making 150,000 plus a year, and then you can have people who have 100K, 300K, 1,000 followers, and they are not actually making any money. They may even be struggling to pay their bills because they're accepting a lot of free product, or they're not doing brand collaborations and pitching, and they're not really treating it like a business. They may be just doing it for fun, and maybe that's not their goal, is to make a lot of money from it, which is totally fine. But we're here to talk about making a living off of your influence. So just because you don't have 100,000 or 800,000 followers, that does not mean that you're not an influencer. If you have some type of experience or some type of skill or some type of journey that you have experienced in your life or you are experiencing in your life, and you are sharing that with other people because you want to either give them comfort, give them information, you want to make them feel like they're not alone, you want to make their lives better, you are an influencer. That is what that means, because people come to you for the content that you're providing to them. And I think that gets kind of twisted in this influencer world where it's still sort of like the Wild West. There's no rules, and there's no there's not really any set guidelines around what makes you what in the influencer world. But in what I have seen, being an influencer means you have a product, a service, you create really great content, or you provide some type of insight and information into your life. You provide inspiration to other people, and that is what you created a business around. That is why people want to work with you, whether it's brands paying you to advertise their products or their services, or you are using your influence to sell your own products and services. So a question that I get a lot too is, within the Organized Influencer Academy, who are your students? How are they making money? So they are people who are bloggers, influencers, people who own small businesses but recognize the value of their influence online, and they want to capitalize on that in order to make their business more effective, because you have 8 million things going on that you have to do marketing, you have to do your maybe accounting and bookkeeping, you have to continue to create content, you have to keep up with your prospects, keep up with any of your collaborations and brands. The list goes on and on and on and on. So those are the types of people that are in our program that we can help you to streamline all that stuff that you have to do, so you're focusing on the highest level of what is most important, what is going to move the needle in your business forward and going to ultimately make you money and provide the freedom that you wanted in the first place from being in this job. And another question that I get a lot of: how are people in the Organized Influencer Academy making money? The reason I'm answering on this right now is because I want you to understand that being an influencer, just like I said, it doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't really matter how you're making money to consider yourself an influencer. You can consider yourself an influencer if you have a product of your own that you're selling, if you have a service of your own that you're selling, if you're a coach, if you are doing, if you promote products of someone else's, if you work with other brands and other companies to if you work with other brands and companies to promote their products, their services, their hotels, whatever that is, that they're all different ways that you can make money, through affiliate income, through brand partnerships, through working with PR firms, through selling your own services, through having an online program, through having your own product that you sell. So there's a myriad of different ways that you can monetize what you do as an influencer. So I hope that was helpful and made sense to you all. And I wanted to clear that up, because I think there's a lot of confusion around it and people don't necessarily talk about it. And it seems to be like a big follower game, It seems like, oh, the more followers I have, the more important I am, the more of an influencer that I am. And sure, your reach and your the number of people that are engaged with you is important, but it's not the only factor. So if you all, one thing that I wanted to share with you, if you are interested in the framework that I use to teach bloggers and influencers how to organize their business, I have the 4-step framework for this. It's a free class for you. You just go to the link in my profile, and the link will also be attached to this video. It's katewaldoandco.com/grow, and you can go there and watch that free masterclass video for you. And you can pick a time that works well for you. But thank you so much for being here with me today, and let me know, hi again, let me know what is helpful for you, what kind of content that you want to hear from me, and I love answering your questions, so you can always send me a message.